are joined by Johnny and Duce from Happy Hour with Johnny and Duce.
Yeah, what's going on?
How you guys doing today, man?
Oh, man, we are killing it today. We've been having so much fun. We've had a bunch of guest interviews. We had a bunch of people down at the tent hanging out, just having a good time.
That's what it's all about, right, guys? I mean, that's why we come to these things, isn't it?
It's exactly
mostly for fun. You guys, we're glad you're here. Thanks.
Very,
anyway, we're going to hang out.
Thank you.
Yeah. You got a lot of recordings done today?
We got a couple done. We didn't get as many done as last year because, and actually, I've been talking to Johnny about this a lot today. I've been
because Johnny talks like me, right? A lot.
Yeah, all day long.
See what I'm saying?
He has to shut me up.
He keeps trying though, doesn't he? Yeah.
No, I've been doing a lot on what I would call self-help and like taking care of yourself and stuff. And last year we did, what do we do? 12 interviews in 8 hours?
Yeah, we did 12 in 8 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was
insane.
Wow.
And I said, you know what?
How long does the average interview with you guys last?
Usually an hour.
About an hour?
Yeah. An hour. But we had
that's a busy day.
It is a very busy day. We didn't even have a lunch. Literally at one point, Johnny was like, I gotta eat. And I said, go. And I sat there and kept talking to people.
I would say it was a staffing issue, but it's not. And I know it's not because I have gone to several events where she sets up a calendar for me for the day. And she'll like 3 interviews an hour for the 10 or 12 minutes. And she skips lunch, leaves out dinner.
Right.
And then at the end of the day, when I'm hoarse, she's standing there with a cough drop going, you got 2 more.
Right.
So it's not a staffing issue. They don't care.
Right.
They really think that if we talk for a living, it's okay. We can just keep talking.
Well, here's the bad part. I'm the one who scheduled them. I'm
back to back.
Yeah, I'm the talker, and I was the one who scheduled them because I was like, oh, we're going to be here. We got all this talent. But I was like, no, this year I'm taking care of myself. We're going to have fun. We're going to have a good time. So I had people that I work with that came and saw us.
And it's important in this environment. It really is.
Much.
You're surrounded by 10, 15,000 of your closest friends.
Right.
Who are all here to love and enjoy the same things that we all love and enjoy. And so it's handshakes and hugs and hellos all day long.
Yeah.
If you don't leave here with nobody at SyFy Bartow has been to China recently, right? Because if we leave here healthy, it's a miracle already.
Well, I can tell you right now, there's a lot of things in this world that are going to take me out, but I ain't getting taken out by something named after a light beer. That ain't going to happen.
No, that's true. That's valid. Yeah.
Truth.
That's valid. If I've got it, somebody shoot me because that way I don't die from that.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's just wrong.
Yeah.
So you taking it easy today a little bit?
Taking it easy today, just having fun, and actually,
nice.
Like, it's nice to have the handshake. It's nice to have the hug, but you know what? It's nice to see how somebody's doing. Check in on their life. Like, how are you doing?
Yeah.
How you been? Not the 5-minute, like, hey, what's going on? Shake hands. Oh, you're doing good. You're doing this thing. I'm doing this thing.
Then I got to go back over here and work.
Now I got to go back over here and do this. Or, like, I didn't want to. I'm going to sound super pretentious, and I apologize, Facebook. I didn't want to do the Hollywood thing, like the shake hands, like, oh, hey, how's it going? You're doing your project. I'm doing my project. No, I want to, like, how are you doing? How the kids doing? How are you doing? Like, and actually mean it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because, I mean, this is a community that's very, very unique in that although we only see each other, maybe 5 or 6 times a year, it is that 5 or 6 times a year that we are actually genuinely glad to see one another.
Right. Yep.
It's the environment. It's between the cosplay and the creativity, all the booths down here we've got
so many booths.
We've got writers and artists of all kinds. I mean, it's just an incredible community to be a part of, guys. I mean, I think every day I wake up and get to do this, I just feel like, wow, I won the lottery.
Yeah.
Because
for sure.
We did.
These are the people we get to hang out with all the time.
Yeah. And it's so amazing. And there's so many people in this community. There's so many people like the Kitchen Killers and our buddy there, Josh Bauer, which God bless him. I love Josh Bauer. That's my brother from another. No. That's my brother from another right there. And Shelly and the Kitchen Killers.
Did you guys see the painting on the way up the stage?
We did. It's amazing.
In an hour.
Yeah.
In an hour. Just killed it in an hour with that painting. Josh, do you have any news on art contests yet? They need extra time to review all the windows and things of Hogwarts. We know that. We know that's coming.
Right. Well, that's amazing.
The announcement.
It was so nice to see everybody. I was blessed last weekend the kitchen killers actually spent the night at my house last weekend.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
Smoke on the Water, which is amazing.
The last time the killers spent the night with us, we were at Tampa Bay MegaCon.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
and,
yeah. Good time.
And we all decided that we were going to stay for the weekend, like last minute.
Wow. Okay.
So we piled the Killers and Shelly and the whole Hangin with Web Show crew and Cosplay Michael, who takes up like the whole world anyway, because he takes just his costumes hanging up, right? And into one little hotel room.
Oh, wow.
And there's this wonderful little independent inn, if you will, in the downtown area of Tampa, you know, the old downtown.
Yeah,
yeah. And but it's a beautiful little inn, and they're well priced, and everything about them is great. Except the room size when you try to squeeze, you know,
I can imagine
the whole crew in there.
Yeah.
And I was like, so the next time we do something like that, we have to be at, you know, somebody's house.
Well,
it's a lot of people.
You have an open invite to my house anytime.
Thank you so much.
And I truly, from deep from the heart, I mean it, because last weekend Kitchen Killers were there and I slept on the couch. I said, there's 2 bedrooms here. There's 2 bathrooms. Yep. That's y'all. I'm sleeping on the couch. Y'all figure it out.
Awesome, man. That's awesome.
You know, they had a great time. We had a good time. Poor Shelly, and I apologize to you. My dog stole her socks. I've got a little pug named Barley, and Barley stole her socks.
Stole Shelly's socks.
Yep. Just ran
off. That's got to be. We
Yeah.
have a T-shirt that says that.
Yep.
My dog stole Shelly's socks. Okay, guys. So, Johnny, you and I, we haven't talked on air.
No.
I mean, like on the internet, like on Facebook, we like message and hey guys, how you doing?
Yeah.
But we haven't actually talked on air yet. Last time we talked to Duce.
Yep.
So, all right. So, we got all of his perspective on Johnny and Duce and Happy Hour.
For sure.
What did we talk the first time?
We talked actually
historical miniature,
Recon, which is the Historical Miniature Gaming South convention. I'm going to be there again this year. It's coming up here in a couple months. Look at our Facebook, Happy Hour Johnny and Duce. Check it out. We're going to have all that up there because I'm going to be a special guest there again this year. I hope you guys come out again.
We're hoping to. Our schedule has gotten so that I literally from week to week don't know where I'm going because she's just got them packed in the calendar.
Right.
I feel you.
And they look at me around the house and they're like, hey, don't forget this weekend is this, that. I'm like, yeah, what?
We're doing what?
What do you mean don't forget? Forgetting implies that I once knew. And lately they just tell me, get in the car and drive in that direction.
Right.
And then when we get there, we'll have a sports coat waiting for you, and you just go do your thing. And I'm like, okay,
yeah,
that works. And then they make me put this stuff up. So then, you know,
it looks really nice. By the way,
I gotta say,
it looks beautiful.
Guys,
this is the nicest set I've ever been in my entire life. It is amazing.
Thank you. That's all.
You're welcome.
That's all. Stephen Pomichter, my son, travels with us. And as the boys are fond of saying on their show, Stephen picks up heavy things and then he puts them down again.
Oh, that's my job every day.
Yeah.
I feel you, brother.
And he does it. Yeah. He does. He does. He's got the shirt. He was my daughter-in-law. Mommy and G Creations makes all of our merchandise.
Oh, cool.
And we were up visiting over the fall, and Steven said, you know, the guys have kind of tagged him with, you know, he's Steven. He picks up heavy things. And so she made him a shirt. And it has the, you know, when you go to an office party, the little name flag.
Right.
It's a name flag. It says Steven in it. And then on the front it says, I pick up heavy things. And on the back it says, then I put them down. So
give me one in a tank top that I can wear to work, brother. Because I tell you what, I will rock that every day of the week. And you can put all your little Facebook.
Yeah, we put all the logos out for the boys and us and everybody.
Just like a NASCAR driver. You just put all that stuff on there. Oh, yeah. I will wear that every day of the week, brother.
Johnny, how did you become the Johnny and Duce? I mean, what?
That is a story and a half.
Who did you tick off that said, hey, I got a guy you got to meet?
Yeah, true.
I think we both have 2 different versions of this story.
We do.
So this will be good. We haven't heard this part then.
I'm going to let him start with his version of the story.
Okay.
So it was a cold winter night in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
On a Tuesday.
No.
There's
and then
3 people with southern accents that walked by and went, what'd he say?
Yeah. You know what's funny? Because I was born in Louisiana. I had a really thick southern drawl when I was a kid. But we moved here when I was like 12. And somehow I kind of learned to keep it neutral.
Florida neutralizes us.
Yeah,
I came down here with a little bit of a northern thing from upstate New York.
Right.
And it just Florida just kind of levels you out.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, it's like good weed.
Yeah. Yeah, it just makes you chill.
Yeah.
Your equilibrium is like just there.
Right there, yeah. It's
Even
deep.
keel. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, but my parents and everybody else has has an accent, so it's really funny. But anyways, Duce and I actually met. He may have told this story before, but him and we met back in 9th grade in school, and this was back when nerddom wasn't really like the cool thing. It was like you were kind of made fun of for being a nerd.
Yeah, no, these are the days when we got shoved into lockers.
I literally got shoved in trash cans and in lockers.
Wow.
And, people would find ways on PE to knock me over, So
it wasn't hard, believe me. I'm a little guy. I'm like you. We're little guys.
Right, exactly, little guys. So, but
guy
Duce,
like Duce walked,
Oh, Duce.
By.
Oh, yeah.
Boom. We're done.
He's always looking down to everybody. So they're looking up to you. I mean, they're looking up to you.
We're looking up to you.
You're right. I got my growth spurt early, so I was always a big boy.
Exactly. So. Yeah. So we both were kids playing PS1, and we were like, "Oh, you love video games? I love video games. You read comics? I read comics." So we both were just nerds, and we both were huge fans of professional wrestling. Him and I have both been watching it since we were like 3 years old. So like. Both of our dads are awesome, kind of showed us the whole pro wrestling world. Yeah, we love that stuff. So it was like we jived from day one. And, it's 22 years later. I've known Duce.
Oh, my goodness.
22 years later.
Wow. We've known each other since
and we'd have these phone we'd have these phone conversations where it'd be like 3 hours long. We're like, that was fun. We should record that. We should record that thought. Yeah, so it was kind of like a match made in heaven, like the clouds opened up and
When did you guys decide that this was something we're gonna tape this conversation?
When my CPA told me we'd get free beer.
Yeah, that was it. Allegedly.
Yes, for the legal department. Yeah. Allegedly.
He said that. Yeah. That's a better reason than I had for starting the show. That's really awesome.
Yeah, he was like, if you just tape this and put it on the internet, maybe get a sponsor to we can write off
video games and
you can write off a lot of stuff. And I was like,
okay,
done. Yeah. What do we need to do? LLC.
Oh my God.
Boom.
Allegedly. We throw allegedly in front of everything.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's how our lawyer gets paid. He just listens to things every time he hears allegedly, he puts a hash mark. It's like, that's $100.
I want to make a t-shirt. I want to make a t-shirt, a new Happy Hour Johnny Duce t-shirt. It says, the Happy Hour with Johnny Duce ... allegedly.
Allegedly. That's right.
That would be cool.
It might be.
But anyway, so we had all these talks, and we just like, hey, let's get a podcast. I've been doing video and audio editing since 2003, so I've been doing it for a long time. So it's like I was like, you know what? We'll get our equipment together. I will help edit it. I'll mix it, do all that stuff, and. So between Duce and I, we both carry two different jobs. He's the PR, the spokesperson, the front man. I'm the talent too, but I'm doing stuff behind the scenes a lot. So usually Duce.
That's the wonderful thing about internet media today.
Right.
Yeah.
The opportunities that have come for giving every venue a voice.
Right.
Is wonderful. But when people jump into this, they don't realize you are the talent.
Yeah.
You are the engineer.
Correct.
You're the videographer and the editor and the producer and builder of walls, whatever is necessary that day.
Yeah.
It is it's not all about just, hey, grab a mic and sit at your kitchen table, because by the time you get done, you've done 100 other things.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're closing in on 400 episodes.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Awesome.
A commitment too, because people think, I can just put two mics in there and start recording.
Oh my goodness!
People don't realize, you need
400
to have
episodes.
schedule.
People are thinking that's 400 hours. What they're missing is the other 800 hours.
Right.
Editing and post.
Well, more than that,
and setting up the guests. And
correct.
Yeah.
And I
think we're working toward our 800th episode online.
Wow! Congratulations.
And with the advantage, ours goes every day.
Yeah.
So every day it's going out.
Oh my goodness.
But we're at 800 online. I've had 780 myself.
Right.
780 interviews. All of what I had to say, the busiest weekend I've ever had. We did MegaCon 2 years ago.
Right.
And that was the weekend she forgot to write lunch on the schedule at all.
I was about to say, me and you can compare MegaCon stories later.
I have 74 interviews in 4 days.
Woo!
Wow, that's 74 12 15 minute interviews in 4 days. At the end of I couldn't talk.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
but your voice was just shot out of a cannon. Yeah.
And I remember laughing like in the recording because I was doing my last interview of MegaCon, and over the voice comes, "Will everybody please leave the floor? Please clear the floor. We are closing in 15 minutes." And I'm like, what's going on?
Reminds me of the Kitchen Killers last year. So
yeah,
last year we were here and where's Cookie Jar? I think it's down there. Cookie Jar, great place here in downtown Bartow, Florida. You need to check them out.
Yep.
We were down there on the left, and they were our last interview of the day. So I was like, hey, come on down. We'll hang out. We'll do an interview. We, popped, because we're the happy hour, popped open the cooler, had a couple cold ones. We're sitting there talking. And then I started looking around. I'm like, we're the only tent still up. Like, there is no other tent up. Everybody's gone.
Yep.
Like, they done left.
Yep.
And I was like, all right, well,
I'm in
it's time to take
I'm in the middle of an interview, and I'm watching like pieces of the Enterprise go by, and I'm like,
yeah, exactly.
They're like loading out.
Like, we were having so much fun, and I think it's because I love this show. I love coming to SyFy Bartow. It's an amazing day, but as an entertainer, it can be a long day. Like,
it is a long day.
It really is a long day. Like, you do a lot.
Because you guys were doing this a couple of years ago. You were over here on stage too.
Yes, we were on stage too. I think it was 2 years ago, because the year we did it 1 year, and then the next year was the year you took over, and you've been doing it the past two years.
Yep.
So so we kind of.
But it's a long day, brother.
It is a long day, because we passed the baton to you. We're like, here you go, Bubba. We're gonna let you take this.
I love it because the nature of the interviews that I do is we try to get as intimate a set as possible,
right?
And one-on-one with our creative artists.
Yeah, amazing.
But this is I'm just like you guys. I'm a geek at heart, so things are walking by. I'm staring at cosplayers. This is not the best place for me to get content,
especially if you've got any kind of ADD. Because if you do, you're done. Because I was doing squirrel.
Trying to do an interview at Bartow. You guys were doing the thing. I was right across the way from you guys, and I was sitting there. You guys remember the steampunk guy that year with the wings that opened up?
Oh yes, it was like a big dragon. Yes.
I'm sitting there trying to do an interview, and he's walking by in front of the set, and I'm like, what did I just see? And so it wasn't the best place for me to do content getting, but it's a great show, and I love to be here. And so when you guys were like, hey, you guys want to do the stage, I'm like, yes, I'll do that, because then I can do the show, but I won't have to do the interview part of the show. I can just do this. You guys, you'll send me the check later, because wow, nobody said it was going to be this much. It's a great day. It's a fun day.
It's so much fun.
But it is.
We love it. We have such a good time. And it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
Angels on in 10. Okay, good. We're I'm talking here. Do I like her? Are you sure?
Oh, in 10, not at 10.
No, in 10.
Wow, that's
I'll be home in bed at 10.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh boy.
So you guys got together, decided to do happy hour. 400 episodes now.
Yep.
What have you been to, like 2 years since you sat in the chair on the stage? So
where
have you guys been? What kind of things are you covering? Where are you going these days? Well, where are you going to be next?
Yeah, well, I mean, we're really good friends with the promoters and everybody at Thunder Championship Wrestling.
Yes,
we love pro wrestling. They were like, hey, can we work together? Can we, we're one of the sponsors and everything over there, and they're just amazing people. They know that they have passion for wrestling. They have passion for the entertainment side of it. Getting like the Polk County, they do a lot in Polk County, Winter Haven, Auburndale, all that stuff, and like they there's not really a show in that area that often.
An independent indie wrestling show, which actually
that's awesome.
Can I drop a little bomb?
We're gonna drop what? You're gonna do it?
Yeah.
We're gonna do it live. The whole world is watching. At least Terry McIver.
This hasn't been dropped on anything yet. This is breaking news.
I may get in a little trouble. You may or may not be looking at a future ring announcer for Thunder Championship Wrestling. Yeah.
Oh, snap.
Wow.
I don't even know this.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, I didn't tell you.
No, bro.
Oh, wow. Dude, that's a real bomb.
Wow. This is a real bomb.
You
just dropped the truth.
That is really breaking news.
So allegedly.
Wow.
Allegedly.
Yeah, you might be looking at future Thunder Championship.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. Well, it's so amazing. Like, the owner is actually the son of one of my dad's best friends. Me and him became friends. Like, I'm a big wrestling fan.
You just did the poster child for nepotism in the arts. My dad knows a guy, knows another guy's got a son that does this thing, and I'm going to be okay.
Yeah.
Because welcome to the arts and entertainment industry.
Correct.
I guess.
Pretty much.
But yeah, like me and him started talking. I was like, hey, I've got a podcast. We love wrestling. Like me and him became best friends. We hang out all the time. And he was like, look, is this something you want to do? And I said, yeah, I would love to do this. I'd love to put on my resume. And he's like, well, I've got other guys that are ring announcers that can give you some training, can teach you about it.
That's awesome.
And I was like, done. Like, yeah, man, let's do it.
Yep.
Like, I'm all about learning new things, because my big thing with self-improvement is learn new things, do something different. Like, throw yourself deep in the pool and have fun.
You know, the biggest problem I think people have is learning not to be afraid of the things that you don't know.
Right.
Exactly.
Because it can be terrifying. And I tell people all the time, when we started the show, if I would have known all of the things I didn't know, and had a list of, hey, you don't know how to be a cinematographer. You don't. I had to learn how to be a video editor. I had to learn. If I'd have known all the things that I didn't know, it would have terrified me.
Yeah.
And I probably wouldn't have been able to start.
Right.
But when you can get to that place where you can say to yourself, you know what I don't know doesn't frighten me anymore.
Yeah.
Bring it and teach me something.
Yeah.
Everything gets easier, man.
Exactly.
Everything.
It gets easier. And trust me, I live in Polk County, Florida. I've lived here my whole life. Went to school here. I took short bus to school. I don't know a lot. Literally took the short bus to school. Yep. So I don't know a lot. So anytime I get a chance to do something, I'm going to do it. I'm going to jump in. And this is the only bad thing on my part. I jump in head first and not knowing how shallow the pool is, because I don't care. It's like, I want to go. I want to give 110%. And worst case scenario,
you give it 2,000%, bro. You always go 100%, more than 100%.
He's right. That's why
you are an overachiever, but in a good way. You just go all out.
That's what you have to be. Yeah. If you want to succeed today, it really is about diving headlong and passionately into what you do.
Yeah,
correct.
Because it is arts and entertainment of any kind. I found this is an industry of attrition.
Yep.
More people fail not because they failed, but because they went away. They got tired of all the knocks and the bumps that we're going to face along the way.
Yeah,
correct.
There's those days when early days when you're first posting the podcast and there's 27 people listening, and that those are demoralizing.
Are we going to make it, or are we not going to make it? Or are we
going to listen to this?
Or are we going to quit? Or are we going to give up?
And then, or you hit those milestones along the way that get you really excited, and then you hit a plateau somewhere.
Right.
Yeah.
And I know we've hit them a couple times along the way as we've grown, where I've got to this point where, I just hit 1,000 subscribers, and then it stays there forever.
Yeah.
Yep.
And nobody else comes along, and all of a sudden it goes again.
Right.
And then you hit 5,000, and then it stays there forever. And at every mile marker, you hit those roadblocks where it's a game of attrition, where people could just kind of, if they didn't have the will to be in it, and they didn't have the passion and the drive to learn new things, they just go away.
Right.
And so what you find out is, at the end of the day, you may not be the best and the brightest, but you're the last one there.
Right? Well, you're the last one standing. You're the last one to, it's not how many times you get hit. It's how many times you get hit and keep moving forward. And actually, I'm going to steal this camera for just a hot second, because something happened right here and you guys didn't see it. I just told this man I love him. This is my brother. Guys and girls out there in podcast, Facebook land, if people are in your life and you care about them, you need to tell them you love them. Like, that to me is very important. It's very important for a self-care thing.
Yep.
This is my brother. We're not related by blood, but he is stronger than blood. I love this guy. And you guys need to take care of each other. If you got somebody in your life you love them, you should tell them that. And you need to tell them, that you love them and they're your brother or sister or whatever. But you need to look after each other. That's the only thing I want you. If you leave this show with one thing, that's the only thing I want you to leave with, is that take care of each other, love each other, because that's important.
Truly. And I'll tell you, this is one of the most amazing things that I have found in the last 5 years of working alongside you guys and so many other great talents, is that this is a community. Amen. And this is the only business you can go into where your quote proverbial competitor wants to see you succeed.
Right. Exactly.
If we ran two hardware stores on Main Street, we'd be rooting for the other guy to die tomorrow.
Right.
And it's not in a mean way, just in a way of, hey, I need to do what I need to do. On what? What painting? It doesn't say. We need to know. I need to know. Inquiring minds. Terry McIver wants to know.
Award. But actually, I don't know. I'm going to steal your thunder
Yeah,
for
no,
just
please.
half a second. You guys were on the poster. Kitchen Killers were on the poster. Happy Hour on Johnny and Duce, it's been here for a very long time. We're not on the poster. Did I care? No. The reason I was happy was you guys were there.
We want to see each other succeed.
Exactly. I want to see you guys succeed. I want to see my brothers who I love, the Commodore, Billy. I want to see you guys succeed.
We're filling up the stage, and they said, okay, well, what do we schedule in here? What do we schedule in there? And I said, well, make sure we get time so we can sit down and just, kind of BS with Johnny and Duce.
Right.
And they're like, oh, okay. And there was a one of our interns, a new person there, and they looked at us like, isn't that another podcast? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, really? And I'm like, yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah,
I'm on their show. They're on my show.
Correct.
We're on the Killers show. The Killers are on their show.
Because I want to see you exceed because I love you guys. I love Jay. I love Billy. Like, I love all you guys. And I want to see you exceed because you know what? We're all coming up together on the come up. You know what I'm saying?
Man. It is.
If we don't all stick up for each other and get with each other on the come up, then who's got each other's back?
There's nobody on the other side for us.
Exactly.
Everybody that loves you on the other side of the hill.
They're always looking for you on the come down.
That's right. Everybody loves you when you're coming down.
When you're coming down, they love you.
It's on the way up. Loving you on the come up. Remember the guys that you're in battle with right there.
The guys that are in the foxhole with you.
That's right. Yep. And I'm an old infantryman, guys. I tell you right now, when you're standing on the line with a group of people, they become the most important people in your life.
Those are your brothers in arms, and that is super important. Right. And there's nobody else.
I know these guys are hanging out, listening to us talk, which is really, really cool because we can do a lot of it.
Yeah.
However, I understand we have music coming.
Yes.
And if there's anything that they like a lot better than hearing us talk,
just yammer, just yammer like a bunch of fools.
It's pretty much anything, root canal work, whatever. But music is on the top of that.
It's on top of the list, which I appreciate.
Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it.
Pleasure,
Johnny,
man.
thanks for coming down, man. It was awesome.